Hi everyone, good day. I am Ronalisa Diengas from College of Education in North Shatin campus. So for today, I am going to discuss about the intellectual giftedness and performing arts under the learners who are gifted and talented. Every student is unique to himself in physical traits, in cognitive capacity, in emotional stability, and others. But among them, there are some that excel in the aforementioned aspects and is highly noticeable. They are the fast learners. The intellectually gifted and talented ones, someone who shows or has potential for showing an exceptional level of performance in one or more areas of expression. So first, let us going to give a definition of intellectually gifted. Intellectually gifted means a child whose intellectual abilities, creativity, and potential for achievement are so outstanding that the child's needs exceed differentiated general education program, adversely affects educational performance, and requires specifically designed instruction or support service. So child has intellectual abilities and the potential to achieve further than the differentiated general education programs require. For example, a person can excel in math but not in chemistry. So our personality types can shape the way that an individual's intellectual giftedness can manifest. So there are 6 types of giftedness according to the National Association for Gifted Children. So number 1 is the successful. This type of gifted intelligence is mostly easily identified and is said to account for about 90% of the already identified gifted students in schools. These individuals most often are already well adjusted in society and have a high measure of self-concept. These students are most often high achievers, obedient in classes, and display appropriate behaviors. There is a drawback to this scenario at times. However, if the students learn quickly, they will often become easily bored at school. Sometimes the students are considered to be less imaginative or creative and lack of autonomy. Second is the challenging. The challenging type is considered to be more divergently gifted. These individuals are known to have high levels of creativity. Often, they display a dislike of conforming to a system. Because of their creative nature and dislike of being systematic, they often display disrupted characteristics. So the third one is the underground. The underground types of gifted students often deny their talents or even go as far as hiding their gifted intelligence. This occurs most often so that the students feel a sense of inclusion with their peers. So according to the research of the National Association for Children in 2022, it shows that the type of student is mostly female. Fourth is the dropouts. These gifted individuals deal with anger and frustration as their needs are often unrecognized, resulting in feelings of rejection in the educational system. As a way to express themselves, they often withdraw from peers and elders alike and deal with low self-esteem. Fifth is the double labeled. Students are identified as being intellectually gifted as well as being labeled as physically or emotionally handicapped or having a learning disability. Often, this label of being disabled overshadows their gifted intelligence and goes overlooked, or they are considered as a very average performing in class. As a result, there are often feelings of rejection, frustration, stress, isolation, and helplessness. The last one is the autonomous learner. The autonomous learner has learned to work effectively in the school system. Those with this gifted intelligence type do not work to appease the education system, but rather to have the system work for them. Learners have a high self-acceptance, are risk-takers, and often show great capacity for leadership. Teachers, parents, and peers are known to easily like these students. Learning does not only revolve in education. It also encompasses other stuff that interests and makes someone passionate. In relation, education is a broad sphere and does not only focus on imparting knowledge in the midst of the learners, but it also includes certain activities that make up the holistic sphere, including the talent and skills. So what is performing arts? Performing arts are forms of creative activity that are presented in front of an audience, such as drama, music, and dance. Gifted and talented students who dominate such areas receive support and are mainstreamed by various institutions and organizations. Performing arts students can demonstrate unusual adeptness or skill in the field of drama, music, dance, or visual arts. Unlike the academic and intellectual areas, students may not have been exposed to this artistic area. Therefore, it is possible for students to have the potential for outstanding contribution in the arts as they become involved in the arts. So, this may focus on student engagement by including first is craftsmanship, pride in performance, attention to detail, and excellence. Second is perceptive facility, ease with which pattern design, space, or sound relationships are perceived. The third one is creative imagination, unique response to art opportunities. The fourth is aesthetic intelligence, awareness and appreciation of beauty and grace in textures, colors, lines, shapes, spaces, balance, contrast, rhythm, movement, and sound. And the last one is aesthetic judgment, sensitivity in manipulating any or all of the variables listed in aesthetic intelligence.